Hey family, let's get real. Black student admissions is declining exponentially. We are 15% of the population, but we only make about 7% of attendance at top universities. And since the Supreme Court's decision to ban affirmative action, it has only got worse. Go ahead and watch this video to learn more about what happened, why it happened, and how it's affecting our students. But the fact is, we cannot wait for things to change politically for our students to make the most of the resources they have today so that they can get ahead, play the game, and win big. If you are a Black parent of a high-achieving, multi-passionate student, this video is for you and this channel is for you. Today, we're gonna be walking through 3 steps to help your student in building their passion project. If you're new here, go ahead and make sure to hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you can be notified every time we release a new video, strategically designed to support your student in preparing them for elite admissions and merit scholarships. We are helping Black families defy the decline of Black admissions at top universities, sharing all the strategies that helped me personally get a full ride to Princeton University, a full merit scholarship Howard University, and admission to other top colleges and universities across the country. My husband and I have been working over the last decade to support students and their families in the admissions process, and we've seen tremendous results with our students earning nearly $4 million in scholarships, as well as admission to top universities like Princeton, Stanford, Carnegie Mellon, Duke, and the list goes on. Now we're here to help your child do the same thing. If you want to take action on everything we discussed in this video, visit the link below to book your free strategy session with me and my team, where we will help you design a personalized roadmap for your student. Free advice is great on YouTube, but it's even better when you get on that strategy session at no cost to you or your family, and we will talk through about how does this personally apply to your high-achieving, multi-passionate student. And I'm gonna let you know right now, I'm using the term passion project because it's what's really popular right now, and it's what most families, if they've done any type of research about making their student competitive, they're familiar with the term. But through this video, we're gonna kind of unpack why that phrase is problematic and what you should actually be thinking about for your student. If you're watching this video, you're probably already aware that top schools are not simply admitting students because they have high GPAs. The high performance of a student in high school speaks to their success academically in the classroom, but more and more colleges and universities are looking for how is a student going to engage with the larger culture of the campus? How are they showing up and making the most of the resources that the university has outside of the classroom? They're ultimately looking for indicators that say that student is going to really make a difference, not only on our campus, but after they graduate. Why? At the end of the day, colleges are businesses. They are looking to affect their bottom line. And that's gonna happen through alumni that give or that make the school look good, or ideally both. So for your student, you want to make sure that they are essentially being branded and packaged and positioned to communicate to that university, I'm gonna make you look good while I'm there, when I graduate, and perhaps I'm even gonna have a career that's gonna allow me to give back to you directly in a monetary way. So students who have launched initiatives, nonprofits, businesses, intensive research projects, school clubs with scale, these are the students that are going to set themselves apart. It's better to have a 3.8 in great initiative outside of the classroom than a 4.0 with a basic volunteer activity and you were president, but there was no impact that you even made while you were a leader in that club. It's truly about positioning your kid as more than an achiever, but a demonstrator of true leadership. This is why one of our students, Sean, is blending his love for World War II history and engineering to start a unique social club that walks alongside students to help them look at innovations of the past and how they apply to the present. And another one of our students, Anne, is actively using her love for politics and social justice to put together initiatives within her school that bridge the gap between culture and politics. These projects are not just extracurriculars, they're actually scalable leadership initiatives that our students align with them in their values, and they're able to scale year after year after year as they grow and their influence grows. They are proof of ownership, confidence, and legacy in action. And you want the same for your child, because a well-executed project leadership initiative is going to make the difference between paying that $80K a year, whether or not you have the money, and your student earning a full merit scholarship to the institution. Step 1 is to identify the intersection of passion and purpose. So if your student is a high-achieving, multi-passionate individual, that means that they already have things that they would essentially watch on YouTube in their free time. Now at this critical juncture, it's about perceiving how that is going to apply to a specific problem. So what you want to start doing, and I even honestly recommend you use ChatGPT to do this, write out, my son, my daughter is a high-achieving, passionate X grader enter grade. They are interested in A, B, C, and D. Help me think of the specific problems that can be solved at the intersection, that's a keyword, at the intersection of these interests. Why is that important? Because at the intersection of those interests, that's where you're gonna get some really novel and creative ideas for how to solve the problem. A lot of families think that their student needs to be really clear about their career and they just have to be interested in that one career path and essentially solve a problem or pursue a passion or leadership within that niche. No, you wanna have your student bridge those things. So as the example I shared, it could be a passion for history and engineering, it could be a passion for justice and politics, which you might have seen those kind of go together, but I've even had students that have had art and engineering that they were both extremely interested in. And we worked to identify what were the problems in the world that weren't truly being solved yet, or were being solved, but they wanted to bring a different perspective or lens to that problem at the intersection of those interests. That is the critical piece where your student is shifting from what excites me to what really burdens me. And really for most students, you can only do that if you do the research, because they may not in the community that you're in be exposed on a daily basis to problems in the world, unless you have a student that happens to have a passion for watching the news. Step 2, make it scalable, not just busy work. So hopefully you're watching this video even before high school. And if you're watching this in 9th and 10th grade, that's also a great time. If you're watching this in 11th and 12th grade, I'm gonna let you know that our advice is probably not the best for you, because what we're really talking about are things that do take time for the families that start early. So if you're here and you're committed to starting early, this time period between 8th and 10th grade is that critical time where you want your student to start an initiative and then scale it over time. So you don't want your student to jump between passion projects, and you don't want it to just be one-off passion project that they do for one summer. You want something that they've committed to do over a sequence of years. So you want to be really working backwards and have your student dream for this specific problem that you want to solve. Where do you see yourself going with this 5 years, 10 years, or even in your lifetime? Not because they're going to do it for the rest of their lives, but just to really take a moment to get a sense of vision, then work backwards. So if the goal is to sell 100 units of X product because this is the specific problem it's solving in the marketplace, then you want to work backwards. What do we need to do today? So that way, when it's being presented on the college application, you're able to lead with that end result, but then you have a track record of 3, 4, 5 years of how you've built towards that accomplishment outside of the classroom. That speaks volumes to college admissions officers looking to invest in students that, again, are going to make them look good in the end. Step 3, build ownership and visibility. This cannot be parent-led. It cannot be parent-managed. It needs to be a student initiative, honest from the student's heart out to the world. That's what needs to happen. So if your student is not interested in doing this, parents, you can't just hire out to get this done. You cannot do it for them. They have to be passionate. If they're not passionate, quite frankly, they're not meant to be at these top institutions. They're not meant to earn the money. The money and the admissions at top colleges goes to students that are truly going to be the leaders of tomorrow. And if your student cannot demonstrate that independently of you micromanaging every step, this is not good work. College admissions officers can see through the inauthentic, fake projects. So you can definitely help your student mapping it out. And I definitely encourage family meetings where you guys are supporting the student in that process. But at the end of the day, their vision needs to be driving it, and they need to be taking initiative, sending the emails, making the connections, doing the projects, whatever that looks like for their organizational goals, their leadership goals, the vision and mission they are trying to put out in the world and accomplish, but it has to be theirs. And if you feel like your student needs some mentorship in that process, whether they have the vision or don't, definitely book a strategy session with us, and we'd love to talk about how we can serve as mentors to your student to ensure that they are actually demonstrating that scalable leadership over time. The principles that helped me earn my admission at Princeton University, as well as 8 full ride offers, and particularly the Presidential Scholarship to Howard University. So whether your students' goals are as HBCUs, these strategies are timeless. They are what have also earned our students nearly $4 million in aid and admissions to top schools like Carnegie Mellon, Duke, Stanford, Princeton, the list goes on. Sacrifice and hard work aren't important. It simply means that without the strategy, it's aimless and it's not going to bear the fruit or give you the ROI that you're expecting. So practically, here's your next step. Sit down with your kid and talk through different ideas that they have about making an impact. Share with them this video, watch it together, and start to get creative. Leverage ChatGPT, leverage articles that you may have read on the internet, but really start sitting down at home and thinking about what do we have in-house? What is your student actually gifted at? What are they good at? How can we connect that to a problem in the world? What lights them up and serves others, that intersection is the key to their college admission and their merit money. At the end of the day, this is about more more than getting into a Stanford or a Harvard. It is about defying the decline of Black admissions at these top universities. One student shifting that narrative with their admission is what's going to slowly change that trend from a decline to an incline. Let's make sure that our students aren't just applicants, but architects of their own futures. And if you're ready to get support in mapping out this scalable leadership project, go ahead and book that strategy session with the link below, as I mentioned before. Together, let's raise leaders who launch legacies. Comment Defy the Decline. This helped you. Subscribe to the channel. Turn on that notification bell to be notified every time I release a new video. Like this video, share it with another friend, and we will see you in the next one. If you're looking for more resources to support your student in preparing for competitive elite admissions and merit money, go ahead and watch this video next.